What's going on, people? How you doing? This is TK coming at you. Today I just want to talk to you guys about different strategies within the game that we play, the Matrix, whatever you want to call it, the game of life that we play. There's different strategies that people tend to use to get ahead in. And I want to outline these strategies in a different thought process because maybe you never even looked at it in this way. So the first method to get ahead in the Matrix is to sell your soul to devils who are in charge so that you have the ability to broaden your slavery lanes and increase your access. You know, you have a talent, you tap dance, you get on the table, and you basically do whatever it takes so that the devil in charge allows you to have more money, have more currency, and like I say, increase your lanes within slavery. So that's a method that a lot of people choose. That's a method that a lot of people are willing to go down. You know, how much is your soul worth? What are you willing to do to get paid? And how far are you willing to increase your slavery lanes? You know, you go from a 1-lane highway to a 4-lane highway. So that's method number one. The next method is using the highway or using a transportation lane like network marketing. And the idea is simply sales, because network marketing is a different distribution model where items are sold in a 2-way lane. So the person that does the selling gets a part of the commission, and the person that actually is responsible for the sale gets a part of the commission. So in other words, if you are good at motivating people to follow you, motivating people to spend money because of you, then network marketing is a simple way to increase your slavery lane so that you have more access than everybody else. You can easily get to the top of some network marketing freaking compensation plan if you're a master of psychology and you know how to motivate people into selling or buying because of you. You know, a lot of people are good at that. A lot of people rise to the top of every compensation plan that they're in because they just know how to motivate people to spend money because of them. So that's method number 2. Method number 3 is what I choose to do because I'm not good at method 1 or 2. So I choose method number 3, and method number 3 is simply use the little bit of fiat currency that you do get in your life and constantly, consistently, diligently convert it into sound money, into lawful money. Now, that is a long-term strategy. It might take me 10 years, but typically, fiat currency devalues the longer time goes on, and sound money and also lawful money increases in value or appreciates over time. So it becomes a valued asset that plays well, especially because as fiat devalues or as fiat becomes the equivalent of toilet paper, asset classes within sound money and lawful money typically go up. You know, when one goes down, the other one goes up. So that's my strategy. I have a long-term approach because I'm not good at the other 2 strategies. And my idea is simply to focus on appreciating assets, realize gain over time, and position myself for a stronger future because as time goes on, like I said, my assets play well where debt instruments and rehypothecated paper tends to really get into the toilet paper level. So you decide. Some people may never have thought about things the way I just pictured it in terms of how you get access in this slavery world that we're in. You know, we all have pre-described lanes And, I read a paper that said, it was a post on Facebook, but it was an article that talked about most people don't have the ability to pay for basic necessities like food and rent. So the income gap has increased. The limited access and engineered scarcity that exists within our society has expanded to the point where the average person doesn't know how to play the game. They don't have access to currency. They're being excluded from the economics altogether. And of course, this leads and adds to poverty. It is the result or reflection of poverty, but it adds to crime, because the problem is, if you can't afford to fucking eat, you're gonna take it from somebody who does have the money to eat. You're gonna make a short decision because everything is interconnected, everything is interrelated. So you not being able to participate economically means, yes, there's more people homeless, there's more people living on the street, but there's more people making negative crime decisions because they can't afford to freaking have their own money. So it's an interesting paradigm shift. It's something that I think is only going to get worse. Fiat currency is going to continue to devalue. People choose to only deal in debt notes. So guess what? As debt begins to increase, they're going to feel the pressure from that increased debt. And because you're not smart enough to realize that there are alternatives to debt notes, and you're not willing to position yourself educationally through financial literacy, you're going to be victimized. You're going to be victimized by your own ignorance. You don't know the difference between a debt instrument and sound money, and you don't have the ability to choose sound money. So guess what? Get ready for the pain. Pain is going to be your friend. Victimization is your situation.